Alright, today we are going to make some Skull Halloween chocolate covered cherries. We are using ice cube tray mold, silicone, with skull pictures for the chocolate covered cherries. We have 5 cherries cut in half because the molds aren't very deep. We're going to make a paste with powdered sugar that goes around the cherries, and that's going to melt once it's inside the chocolate to make that ooey, sugary center. We have a little water to make the paste with the powdered sugar, some almond bark to melt for the white chocolate, and some food coloring because we're going to make the ooey center black with the red cherry so it looks kind of like a oozy brain. And a paintbrush so that we can paint the little eyes black before we pour in the white chocolate. First thing we need to do is make the paste. We've got 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, just regular powdered sugar, and we're going to add in water until it creates a paste. Okay, we're going to go ahead and make our paste. We're just going to add a little water and keep stirring our powdered sugar until it makes a paste. If it's too runny, go ahead and add more powdered sugar. Once you have kind of a doughy, pasty consistency, we're going to add in a drop or 2 of our black gel food coloring. Stir that around until you get the color that you want. You're going to go ahead and put this in the microwave. Do 30 seconds at a time. Stir, another 30 seconds, stir until it's all melted.
Alright, once you get it all melted, stir it up, make sure there's no lumps, and then we're going to put a little in a separate dish so we can add some black food coloring.
Okay, if it's seized up on you, just add a tiny bit, maybe a half a teaspoon of vegetable shortening, which we got right here. It'll make it nice and workable again. And we're going to take this and we are going to do our best to paint the eyes on this skull. Don't have to be super clean with it, just kind of cover the eyes. Once you have all of the eyes painted, just let it sit for a while or put it in the freezer so that the chocolate can cool. That way when we add in the other chocolate it doesn't start mixing the colors. We're going to add just a little spoonful of chocolate to each mold. And don't want a ton. You just want enough to cover up the bottom. That way when we put in the cherry, it doesn't show through on the front side. Alright, after you get your mold partially filled with the white chocolate, we're going to go ahead and start with our cherries. We're going to take a little bit of the black powdered sugar mixture and just try to fill the center hole of the cherry a little bit. And then we're going to just pop it in there in the center of the mold. Once you have all the cherries in, push them down so that they're underneath the surface. And we're going to go ahead and just fill the tops with the rest of the chocolate. Once they're filled, you can tap them down to help level it off. And we're going to go ahead and pop them in the fridge just to help them set. Alright, once you have it where they're solid, pop them out. And you've got a nice little skull Halloween treat, chocolate covered cherry. You're going to go ahead and cut it open once with your cherry inside. If you let these sit for a few days, this black is going to get real syrupy and be like a nice syrupy center. And you have your finished skulls for a nice Halloween party.